Hey guys, I can't believe I'm gonna be making this video. Oh boy. But before I start, trigger warning, this video is gonna contain like manipulative behavior, sociopath, love bombing, nastiness, and just triggering like stuff. So if this is triggering for you in any way, I suggest you click off the video since it's not worth it if you but if you are comfortable, please watch until the end, because this is a situation that I was so afraid to speak out. But basically, what the situation is that it's gonna be talking about like a situation that happened a year ago. I was manipulated for a year by this person named Aiden. I even hate saying his name. I'm gonna be sick. Only just a few people know what happened, but I want you all to be aware of this situation in case you encounter somebody like this in your life and you're aware. I'm going to be showing evidence also. I'm going to be blocking some people's like names I have like and changing them for like because yeah, that's just what I decided to do. This was a very messy situation, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be showing proof of like a list of what terrible things Aiden has done, some like screenshots pointing out his manipulative behavior, and yeah. But this video is gonna be, and also I just want to say that me and Aiden were close friends. We were extremely close to the point me and him would call each other brother and sister and all that. And I thought we had legit good moments together, but apparently not. It was just all just a huge lie. It was just full of lies, manipulation, and just straight up delusion. But anyway, let's just get this show on the road before I just get sick. Let's just get this going. Alright, first screenshot, this was on August 8th, 2022. This was a server I was in. It's still open, but it's pretty much dead now. But this was when we were just talking about why like Aiden just disappeared. He just unfriended and blocked all of us with no explanation. I remember I was just so confused and upset. And then after a couple months later, because then this happens, for the sake of the name will be changed. It's call them Fire. Their pronouns are they/she. So yeah. So this was when Fire just started speaking the truth on why Aiden was just gone. And you can read this for yourself. You can pause the video and all that. And also the second person who's saying they're horrified, I'll just call them Diana. But you can pause it. And if you guys are wondering why, like what that blocked word is, let's just say something traumatic happened to Fire. I will not get into that. That is their situation, but it was sad and heartbreaking, honestly. I felt so bad for them. But let's just say when that traumatic experience was, after that happened to Fire, like Aiden forced Fire to comfort him, even though it should have been the other way around. Aiden should have been comforting like Fire. That was just awful. And the second one is you see, like, Aiden just did that, which was sickening. Ugh. And during this, when like fire was just spilling this, like, I just started to cry and all that. I was begin crying, like, behind my screen, and I even said it in the chat log, like, I'm gonna have to go because I'm about to, like, burst into more tears, because, like, I was just turning into a mess. But anyway, I'm gonna be showing the list of terrible things Aiden did that my friend Soul put like a list. Like, keep in mind, I wasn't there when this list first came out. I only found out when, like, they put it in this group chat, put it in this DM chat that we were in, that Fire invited us to, so we can discuss Aiden and all that. Alright, let's move on to that. Alright, this is the list. You can pause to look at it, but I just want to go off some things. So basically, the fifth one was when he sexted 2 minors. One of the minors was Fire, and another one was a 12-year-old boy. And keep in mind, during this, in 2021, like, Aiden was 17, and I was only 13 at the time. And that date, September 11, 2021, I had no idea. Nobody told me. I was just clueless, but during that, I've known, like, Aiden for, like, during that period, hold on. Like 6 months, 6 months. But this is all the stuff me did, which, like, I find it, like, so lots of this stuff I found sickening. But let's just move, like, on to the next thing. Alright, context of this was a month after Fire just dumped that on. I was telling, like, Nagito about it, and then him and Macy got onto, like, a call, and everything was fine at first until, like, Nagito dropped, like, a lot of truth. Apparently, that his cousin, like, Shuichi, like, told him, and at first Shuichi didn't want Nagito to tell me about it because he didn't want me to be heartbroken, but Nagito couldn't take it anymore and just said a lot of nasty things that Aiden had done to me, and I was crying as well. Like, I was devastated, and Nagito kept apologizing. Even Shuichi felt sorry and all that. I will get into what, like, what Aiden, like, said and did to me, like, but let me just, yeah, I'll get into that, like, this soon, but it was just disgusting. But I'm going to be now pointing out, like, some of his manipulated behavior. I did, like, take screenshots, so let's get into that next. Alright, this screenshot, so as you can see, this was on May 25th. This one, as I showed you from the list that Aiden threatened to off himself multiple times, I will also be leaving that as another trigger warning. I'll be putting all the trigger warnings in the description below based on this video. But this was when he trying to end himself, and as you can see, I was just, by the way, for that top there, I thought everything was fine until he sent that message. You guys can pause to like read it and all that, what he said, but this was just sickening because, and notice that, like, right there saying, hey, I'm here, it's okay. I'm like, and that, now looking back, this was just sick. Like, just like, you trying to end it all. And keep in mind, me and the others were panicking when this was going on. And to think that he's just gonna be like, oh, I'm just deciding not to do it. It's okay, no big deal. Like, no, this is sickening. Especially, it's not funny to like just say you're gonna do the unthinkable, and then like all of us, and then waiting for everyone to go into full panic mode, and then all of a sudden come back like everything's fine. Like when he did this, it's like, now looking back, this made me sick. But at the time, like, I was just in full panic mode, and I was relieved when he was like, okay, and all that. Well, let's move on to another thing. Alright, same day, look, he was just like acting as he's fine and all that, and even saying I would never leave you, and here we are made that promise, and then like just acting like everything's fine and all that, which just makes me sick, big time. The audacity saying saying like you're gonna do off yourself, and then you just come back and just being this happy like mess so quickly, and then saying like I would never like leave you, and like I feel like I'm going insane right now, like but yeah, you can just pause to look at this, but I just feel disgusted right now. Alright, moving on. Alright, this is a month after that first ending self went on. So for context of this, Aiden wanted my help finding like a Tamaki. I don't know if I said that right, I apologize, but it's that character from My Hero Academia. And he wanted me to go on this 18 plus video, and I was only just 13 during this time. As you can see, like on that message, I admit that. And here he is like saying just look for this video and all that, which I feel incredibly sick. And here I am saying it's an 18 plus video. I can't beat these videos. And he's asking like, why not? And I'm like, I tell him I'm 13 years old. And this message right here, I don't know if it's me, but please correct me if I'm wrong. He's like, I'm 14, I listen to them. So based on that message, I feel like he was trying to like say like, oh, it's fine, like I watched these, it's okay for you to do so well, and like I was I tell him like I can't be on these videos, and hearing yours, like I know like based on that message, it just feels like he's trying to get me to watch that in order for me to like, because why he could, and you may be wondering why couldn't like Aiden just like get like the tamaki on his own, just talk to him as well. I don't understand. So because like he was too shy and nervous, so he asked me to do it, but it just felt like he was trying to pressure me into a second time. And this message saying, but like, saying the one that said, but okay then, I just felt like he, deep down, I know, like, it felt like he understood, but now, because of his behavior, I just felt like he was probably upset and just raging, mad and pissed. But, ugh, he should know that, like, and keep in mind, at the time, I was uncomfortable with this, of going on an 18 plus video, because I was just not comfortable. Even just like hearing like clips of, even though I was to only find like a tamaki, I was still like, even just like hearing at the time, just hearing clips of the 18 plus video just makes me uncomfortable, you know. But anyway, just moving on. Also, by the way, I will be talking about incident that I did not take screenshots for, because either I couldn't find them or there was just no way for me to just block them out without you guys finding out what it is. So yeah, anyway, moving on. Alright, this was another screenshot. This was the second time Aiden tried to do suicide. And oh my god, this was the August 15, 2021. This was sickening to me. And here I am trying to convince him not to do the unthinkable. And here he is just saying all this sad shit. Ugh. By the way, trigger warning, a bit of cussing. And here I am trying, and here he is saying this message. Now thinking back, this was very sickening to me. Saying, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. I love you, bye-bye. Like, the fact you're gonna do it so calmly, like, it's just disgusting to me, you know? Ugh. And here I am being like an upset mess. I'm just crying my eyes out. I was even like in a group chat, like, even everybody else was in panic. Like, I feel like that's what Aiden wanted. He wanted us to make it look like he was like gonna like end himself, so we can all be in panic mode and all that. And this message saying, hey, it's okay, my body didn't want the pills anyway. Like, this just makes me just completely sick, knowing he just did all this. Like, it's just disgusting. The fact he's just saying it so calmly, saying like, oh yeah, I'm taking pills, but it's okay, no big deal. Like, like, do you understand like do you understand how upsetting that makes a person? Like, you don't understand. Like, do you understand it all, or you do understand, but you don't care? Like, but yeah, as you like, you can tell based on the text, I was completely upset about this. Like I was even starting to cry, and I was just begging and pleading. But anyway, let's move on to another screenshot. Ugh. Alright, this screenshot, September 10th. Anyway, as you can tell, this was a day before Soul put the list of terrible things Aiden has, like, done that, but nobody told me. because they didn't want to upset me. But September 10th, 2021. So this was when this was when Aiden messaged me late at night. Luckily, since I usually go to a bed at 9:30, I can tell this was probably a weekend day for me, I bet. I don't know if it was Saturday or Sunday, but it was just a weekend. So he messaged me saying, and you can see, and we had a phone call. And by the way, the partner he's referring to is Fire, by the way. So if I can recall correctly, in the call that so first start of the call, Aiden started just crying and all that, and basically telling me that Fire was spending more time with his, at the time, in real life partner than him. And I was just comforting him and just reassuring him it's okay. And I feel like Aiden was just saying things like how he felt left out, how he felt left in the dark and all that. And I just feel like he was just trying to guilt trip me into being on his side and just making me feel bad for him, just manipulating me into feeling bad for him. I don't know if those were real tears, but I know he's a fucking liar right now. Because I know he's just messed up in the head. But, and then when he was just done crying, we just spoke about anime. I'm just oh, it's just makes me so sick, because I feel like he was trying to make me go on a hate page on Fire. And keep in mind, I never did that, because I'm not that type of person to just come after someone like that. I'm not an awful person like that. But this was not even my business. But let's just move on to another screenshot. Alright, now I was 14 during this time. So basically I was having a meltdown because during this time we had to get new phones, and I was just having a meltdown because I was just scared that I was gonna lose all my apps and all that, but everything was fine now. I can just say that now, since this was a year ago, this was fine. So here I messaged Aiden right now saying what's your, you can just pause to read it, but just wanna say that this message, when he's like, oh well, how do you want to say it, I just felt like he was trying to cover something up. Even on call, we didn't even talk because his internet was shit. It was crap. But I just feel like he was just using that as an excuse to not talk, because maybe he was hiding something. I'm not sure what, but yeah. Also, I will also be pointing out some love bombing behavior that I feel like Aiden did and all that. But let's move on to the next screenshot. Alright, this was when we were on a call, and here you can pause to read it. I was just crying on the call, just having a bit of a mental breakdown, and this just makes me sick because I told him a lot of my past and all that, and this was he was someone I could trust and all that. And hearing you saying that, like, just reassuring me it's okay and all that, wanting me to cry and all that. And here I find it interesting that he said that one of these saying like, but I promise you won't lose anyone. Well, and I just lost him. Well, that promise is broken, like how he promised to never leave me, but he broke that promise as well. He's just not loyal and all that at all. He just doesn't care about people because he's a shitty person. It's like, I love you too, and I don't want to let you go either. Like, well, the thing is, Aiden, you don't even love me. And you already let me go. Just sick. Alright, moving on to another screenshot. Alright, this, was one, like, he sent me this sending extra love. Yeah. Like, anything for you. It's okay. Cry all you want. It's okay. It's okay. Here he is. You can just pause to look at. Oops. Sorry, guys. But yeah, you can just pause to look at this and all that. But I just don't like how he kept saying, like, I love you, but the truth is he didn't really mean it. Like, I just find it so sick. Keeps telling me to cry and all that, just letting out my emotions, since crying is a good way to cope and all that. Sadly, he's not wrong about that, but the fact I cried to him just makes me just sick now looking back at this. But let's move on to the other screenshot. Alright, this was it. Everything was fine now. Here, you can, again, pause it if you want, but, and I even admit I was having a serious meltdown, because I was, and I find it, I just find it so sickening, that it's like, it's okay, the promise won't break, when it literally just did. Like, as you can see, I genuinely, like, cared about Aiden, and the fact, like, he didn't care one bit about me just makes me upset. But I'm gonna be like, showing other screenshots before I talk about, like, things that I didn't take screenshots for, because either I couldn't find them, or I couldn't find a way to, just, crop it out into making it, just, I already said it, but you get it. Alright, moving on. Alright, this, screenshot, as you can see, yeah, this was, when, during the time, just, I found out Aiden was a terrible person based on what Nagito told me. You can pause it if you want just to read it. It's pretty long, so I'm not gonna read it all, but this is me telling Diana about what Aiden did to me and what Nagito told me. By the way, the cropped out blue name, it's Fire. It's telling Diana that Fire was right all along. As you can see, this was disgusting. Oops, sorry guys. I just feel so grossed out by this. anyway, moving on to, before I move on, I just want to say that I was extremely heartbroken to hear about this, because this was my best friend. This was one of my close friends, like, somebody I trusted. And all along, they were just trash talking me. Like, seriously. And that just broke my heart. But let's just move on. And by the way, like, this is the part 2 of that whole paragraph. The, like, say you, like, look at that. Yeah, and Aiden even told, like, Shuichi and probably other friends, like, you know, about my home problems, my friends leaving me, my condition, and not caring, and just not caring. Like, and I was right, like, I told him my problems because I trusted him, like I said, this was my best friend in the world, somebody I trusted. And here is, that's Diana, by the way, like, just, yeah, like, yeah, like, how could somebody be so sadistic? Like, yeah, like, and she was lost for words when I sent her that whole paragraph that I just showed you. Like, this was just so putrid. Anyway, let me move on. Alright. So yeah, another long paragraph. You can pause to read it. By the way, the cropped out name that just says X there, like, he is my Discord, like, one of my Discord brothers, and I still, like, I love him and all that, and since I told you, like, in the list, Aiden was obviously racist, and since X is black, he called X the N-word, and I felt that was so sick. It is sick, because Aiden is white. Gosh. You can just read what I'm just saying. You can just pause to read all this. It's just because I'm not reading all that, but you guys can if you want to. And this is Anna saying, like, yeah, like, saying, like, those kind of people make me sick to my core. Like, they do. They do. Okay, and I like it how, like, Diana's, like, very sweet, saying, like, your safety, like, my safety over Aiden's needs. Very sweet. I'm just glad, like, people like her exist in this world. But anyway, moving on to another screenshot if I have one. Okay, I looked and I don't have any more screenshots, so now I'm gonna be showing, like, the love bombing thing, because I did take a pic. I didn't want to save the picture in case the downloading didn't go through, but I'm gonna be showing it and pointing it out. Alright, these are the 13 signs of love bombing and all that, and I'm gonna be saying, like, I just feel like some of these signs match Aiden and all that, cause, like, the most obvious ones was that, like, they, like, the one that says they feel too good to be true, which is right, because, like, because Aiden did feel too good to be true. Like, I really thought that he was this, like, amazing, like, person and all, and all that, and just amazing, and just very sweet, and the fact that, like, he invited me, like, to his Discord server at the time and all that, just, like, being just so, like, amazing. And also, like, another one, like, they make you feel like you're being saved, and like, it's exactly how I felt. Like, I thought Aiden was saving me from loneliness and all that. And like, and like, yeah, and I don't know about this one, but they say I love you very quickly. Which I feel like he was like just saying I love you a lot, and I thought that, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong at saying like I love you and all that, but that's just like, if you don't actually mean those words, then that's not something you should throw around all the time. And this other one, they're good at saying what you want to hear, and I was enjoying what Aiden like said. Like, he was just kept saying like the sweetest things and all, just saying like the sweetest the things, and just every single kind. He even complimented my singing. He complimented like my voice when we first we first went on voice call in Discord, and he just said I sounded pretty cute, and just like the constant compliments and all that. I just felt like they always compliment you, and like Aiden did like compliment me like about like every day, if I remember, and all that. I remember I always like liked it because I never got that many compliments at the time. And they put you on a pedestal. I don't think Aiden really put me on a pedestal, like, but I remember like he did kept at one point, like when I showed you the screenshot of him like first went off himself, he did say Saranara, my queen. Forgive me if I said Saranara wrong. But remember he did give me a nickname called Queen and all that when we like first met and all that. But I don't know if I would call that be put on the pedestal. If that's being put on a pedestal, just let me know in the comments. But I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about other things now, so let's get on to that. Alright, back to this. So, I'm going to be talking about another thing. So, I'm going to be saying the group chat and all that. So we were in this group chat, we were in two. I remember Aiden kept just constantly kept asking to call. It would even last for like an hour, 2 hours, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, like, etc. And at one point, like, when I got back, I was still in middle school during this time. Like, I remember, like, I got back, I opened my phone, and I saw, like, tons of pings from like, lots of messages from that group chat, and, like, and then I think I remember, like, Aiden was, like, upset. He was saying something along the lines of, like, I said I wanted to ask if you guys were gonna call because I was upset, but you all said no or you were busy, and then I said he was gonna off himself off, and like, I remember some people were like apologizing and all that, and I even like did too. Like, I just apologized and all that when, like, looking back now, like, he was just trying to guilt trip us into feeling like sorry from, like, it's just so disgusting. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And like, just and now, and because of that, I felt like every time now after that, when he asked to call, like, again the next day, and I just felt like I couldn't say, I just felt like I couldn't like say like no to him, so I just kept like saying yes, because I just like at the time I just didn't want him to get upset and off himself, because like I just didn't want to go. I just didn't want to go through that, because I just wanted to keep like making him like happy and all of that. But there's that. Now second thing. This was when about the 12-year-old boy, like Aiden was 17 at the time. I was 13. And this boy was like 12 at the time. And I remember like, and a couple of people were just like saying how like Aiden was a pedo, that he was gonna go to jail and all that. And I remember me and Fire stupidly, like, we didn't know at the time, but we just blindly defended like Aiden, because we thought Aiden was like 14 and all that, just making the age gap, just it was only just 2 years and all that. And now that he was actually like a pedo, like, it's just disgusting, just straight up gross. And like, and to think he was just doing all this putrid stuff behind closed doors just makes it just horrible and just awful. And alright, that's that. Now the third thing. So this was in our me and like Aiden's stand, but I just didn't want to take a screenshot of it because there was no way of because this was, again, I'm not saying this specifically what it was, because this is Fire situation. It's not my story to tell, but it was all I could say that, as I said at the beginning, it was heartbreaking in the first screenshot. And basically, Aiden came to me in DMs and was upset, and I asked him what was wrong. And he talked about Fire's trauma, and saying that Fire's ex-best friend, well, best friend at the time, did something traumatic to them. And I remember he even like went into like not full detail, just a bit detail what happened. And I was like 13 to 14 during this time, and I just didn't really understand a bit. Like, and I know I'm still young, but at the time, like, I just didn't really understand much, and I was just listening to like Aiden because he was upset and all that. But now looking back, I realized that this was not Aiden's story to tell. Like, it wasn't. Like, that's Fire's trauma. Like, and what I know, like, based on this, is that like Aiden, just since he's a terrible person, like, I feel like he talks to his like shitty friends and just tells like stories about our trauma, and these were stories that we trusted Aiden with at the time, and he's just using this against us and just making fun of us behind our backs. Like what the fuck? And now this is like I'm just gonna, this is just straight up like, now I'm gonna be like that, like, not that I've really been calm in this situation, if I'm being honest. I've been trying to keep my cool, but it's just so hard not to break into these like tears. And like, I felt so bad for Fire, because Fire was in a relationship with this monster, and like, Fire just didn't deserve any of this. And for Aiden to do this, like, just talk about like his trauma, when Fire like trusted Aiden with this, only for this monster
to tell and just go running around and just saying, oh yeah, this happened to Fire, oh yeah, this and that, like, does he, Aiden, do you not understand how awful you are for doing this? Like, nobody fucking asked you for, like, nobody fucking asked you for that. Nobody did at all. And just for you to go running around and just saying things like that when Fire, I really don't think Fire asked you to tell me about what happened. I feel like I would have freaking remembered if Fire went to me in DMs and and was confident enough to tell me about what happened to him that day. I think I would have remembered that. But and now and when I found out and I showed you in a screenshot when all the stuff that putrid shit Aiden did to me, I was just devastated because I trusted Aiden. He was my close friend. You were my best friend of all time. Hold on 1 second, guys. Alright. But, yeah, this was, because, here I thought, Aiden was really my best friend of all times, but all this time he was just judging me and everybody else, but anyway, I've been talking for, a very long time, but I don't deserve to have, to make a video, about this when, I should be, at this point, I shouldn't deserve to really have to freaking address this, when he blocked me, even, I left him, even though he didn't, stop talking about me, I still left him alone, because I just feel like Aiden will never stop. I just feel like he won't, it's not a never-ending cycle. But if he, does respond to this video, and if it's just a bunch of lies, then I might not have any choice but to respond, but I might not have any other choice to respond, but if he doesn't, I'm just gonna keep moving forward, I wouldn't even give a fuck what he brings up from my past, if, if there's, anything I said that I would be staying by his side no matter what, just go for it, and all that. But that was, in the past when I was 13 to 14, when I still trusted Aiden with my heart, and quite honestly, I take back any support I ever gave to that monster, but I'm sorry to anybody, I'm sorry to all you guys, I'm sorry to anybody watching this video that you had to hear about this, and I just, but I want to say, I just want to thank, to the people, 2 people who inspired me to come out and do this and speak about this trauma. I want to thank Jessie Smiles and Stephanie Sue for them inspiring me to make this video. I'll be crediting them in the description below, along with, and also putting the trigger warnings. But if Aiden just doesn't respond to this video, I'm gonna keep moving on. And if he does respond with just outrageous lies and just insane allegations, then I would probably have no choice but to make a part 2 and just respond to this like video. And once that part 2 like is done and over with, if he does respond, then I will not under any circumstance like just talk about him like any more. And if he doesn't respond, then I won't talk about him anymore. But if he does respond and just says outrageous lies, then I probably won't have any choice to respond. But I'll just but once part 2 is done, then that's it, because I know the cycle is just not going to stop. It will just keep going back and forth until like it's just a never-ending cycle. But anyway, I've been talking for like a very long, and I'm gonna keep like pushing forward. I'm gonna keep making Danganronpa content, or just Diabook Lovers content, live streams, and just enjoy the rest of my life. But thank you everyone to watching this video. And thank you if you watched all the way till the end. I really appreciate that. Have a good day/night. I love you all.